Hi everybody, it's Erin from the Impatient Gardener, and I am standing in my garden. Not that you would know it, because we got like 7 inches of snow last night. Normally I would not be into that, but I have a new toy to try out today, and I'm going to show you guys what it is, which I think is actually going to make snowfalls like this a little easier to handle. The dogs think this is fabulous, by the way. Me? Well, we'll see. So this is the Troy-Bilt Storm XP 2690, which is a really long way to say it's a very cool snowblower. Troy-Bilt was nice enough to send this over to us to give this a test, and boy am I glad that we have 7 inches of snow to test it out on. The clearing width is 26 inches, that's where the 26 comes from, and then just about everything else on this is power controlled. You guys, I have been in the dark as far as snow throwers go. This thing has everything. So it has just some of the features is it has 6 different forward speeds, 2 different reverse speeds. It's got this little joystick right here controls the chute independent of each other. Apparently that's called differential steering. So you can actually steer it a little bit because it's kind of big and heavy, but those are big, thick wheels that are going to cut through anything. And let me just tell you about the best feature on this whole thing. See these handles right here, folks? They're heated. Did you even know that that was an option in snowblowers? Like I said, I think I've been living in the dark ages, but who wouldn't want heated handles? Because what gets cold? Your hands. You could be out here forever doing this. Love it. Okay, so we're going to get this started. Oh, and I'm going to tell you the best thing about starting it. There are 2 ways to start this. You can do a traditional pull type start, or you can plug it into an outlet, press a button, and it's electric start. And if you've watched any of my videos before, I am not a fan of pull starts. So plugging it in and pressing a button, that's totally my style. So we're going to give it a run and let's see what happens. So what's really nice is that it's easy to start, and there's instructions kind of in 2 places on here, one right at the control panel and then one down here. You want your key in. We actually tied our key on so we don't lose it. But if you live in a place where you're worried that your snowblower might get stolen, take your key out, obviously, like you would with your car keys. Put your choke all the way on, prime 3 times, which it says right there. Put the throttle to the bunny rabbit. And then you walk around, grab your extension cord, which we've got running to an outlet in the garage. Plug it in over here. And then you just press a button. Okay, so we're pretty much wrapped up. Unfortunately, it started snowing again while we were snow blowing. So now there's like a light dusting of snow coming everywhere. A couple observations about this. One, obviously, it's a far cry better than any other snowblower we've used, because we've always had tiny little ones. But the power steering is like the bomb. It's fabulous. As you might have seen, we actually switched halfway through. So I was operating the camera, and Mr. Much More Patient was doing the actual snow blowing. And he told me that he really loves the throttle control to change the chute, which is really easy and nice. You know, what's really nice about it is that you can also change the pitch of it. So sometimes you want to blow the snow, you know, way across the entire driveway, and sometimes you don't want the wind to pick it up, so you kind of aim it down a little bit more, and then you're going to run over that again. I will say that to get the driveway as clean as we have it, which again, we've just got a light dusting of snow coming now. It was a 2-pass thing, you know, 1 main pass and then a 2nd pass to run over all the ridges in between where you made your lines. So it was a double thing. I don't think that's uncommon. I think that's probably usually what happens. And I will tell you the last thing about this, which is that you're not going to believe this, but the person operating the camera, that's me, was definitely got the worst end of the deal because my fingers froze to death. I actually had to run inside and warm my gloves up by sticking them in the heating vent because my fingers were absolutely frozen. Not so for Mr. Muchmore patient who got to hang on to the heated handles. I know I'm making too much of a fuss about a heated handle, but it's a big deal. The only thing I think Troy-Bilt needs to work on is we're going to need toe heaters to go with the hand heaters. So that's what we think about the Troy-Bilt XP2690 snowblower. Let me know what the snow's like where you guys are at and what you guys are doing to clean up after it. Have a great time. I won't tell you to get out in your gardens because if you're like here, there's not much to do, but soon we're going to get to the gardening part. Bye-bye.